For the second lesson, we'll be learning about the Scuttle Crab and our first gank. So we'll make a training tool game and we'll put a Sonobot in top lane on the enemy team. The reason we put a Sonobot top is we're going to practice ganking that bot. The bots are pretty finicky. She might walk top or mid, but she seems to be one of the ones that does some of the less weird stuff. So the first thing we want to learn about is going to be the Scuttle Crab. The Scuttle Crab is a camp we haven't talked about yet that spawns at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Just wait here for it to spawn. One will spawn here in the river, and another will spawn here in the river, in the bottom side. You see one's here, and one's down here. Scuttle Crab takes 2.5 minutes to respawn after both of them have been killed, and only one will spawn for the rest of the game, instead of two like the first spawn. Scuttle Crab just kind of walks around the river, and unlike other jungle camps, instead of chasing us, Scuttle Crab will run away from us. So we want to get on the other side of Scuttle Crab when fighting him, and push him towards where we want to go next. It's also important to note that Scuttle Crab is going to get contested a lot, so you'll want to smite it so that enemies don't steal it. This is an example of the bots being weird. The other thing we want to learn is some basic combos for how we're going to gank as Volibear. If we imagine, for example, we're ganking mid lane after our first clear, and we want to gank this person, we're going to want to go behind them, not through this bush or through the lane, because they'll see us sooner. And obviously, we're going to want to use our Q to stun them. Well, that's quite slow, and they might react and run away. So it's probably better if we flash and stun them, right? That'll be the right choice a lot of the time. And in fact, we can set up a sort of combo here where before we flash stun, we can start our E, and the E will fall on them while they're stunned. So this is something we should practice first. That timing was a little too fast on the E, so he could have flashed out if he was a real player. That one was a lot better, right? So you should practice that a bit, ignoring the Sonobot for now, until you feel like you have the timing on that combo down. And then we're going to make sure the minions aren't doing anything crazy. And we've changed all our settings back. And we're going to do our clear. Except this time we're going to do Scuttle Crab, and we're going to try to kill the Sonobot. to drag that Gromp to the right so that we get to the Scuttle faster. This is why clear speed is important. I'm here before it spawns. You're usually going to want to smite closer to the end of the Scuttle Crab's health bar to make sure it doesn't get stolen. And then we're going to move, and we're just going to try to do our combo wherever the Sonobot is. I'm probably not going to be able to kill her here because she's under tower, but we can still practice what I'm trying to do mechanically. So just like that, I stunned her and she wasn't able to get out of the E. And unfortunately, she gets away. But that's lesson 2.